I never thought I'd become the main character in the kind of drama you only see in movies, but life has a funny way of throwing curveballs. It was during a family gathering, the kind with endless chatter and laughter, that I stumbled upon a conversation that shattered my world. Hidden away in the dimly lit hallway, I heard the hushed voices of my girlfriend and my brother, words like hello meant and secrets slipping through the cracks of their whispered exchange. My heart dropped into my stomach as I pressed myself against the cold wall, trying to keep my breathing steady while the reality of their betrayal seeped into my bones. The shock hit me like a tidal wave, and I was faced with the impossible decision of confronting them or playing dumb to gather more evidence. I chose the latter, convinced that I needed to know the depths of their deception before making a move. The following days were torturous, each family dinner and casual outing a minefield of forced smiles and hidden glances. I watched them closely, noticing how their stolen moments seemed to multiply, each secret touch and lingering gaze becoming more obvious to my hyper-aware eyes. In the silence of my room, I questioned everything: our relationship, our future, and most of all, myself. How blind had I been to miss this brewing storm? Then came the night I couldn't take it any longer. I confronted them in the kitchen, the words tumbling out like a flood as the anger and hurt boiled over. My brother's face paled, while she looked more annoyed than guilty, a reaction that stung more than any confession could. They tried to deny it, of course, but the truth was already laid bare, and there was no going back. The argument that ensued was a cacophony of accusations and shattered trust, a brutal and raw exchange that left us all gasping for breath. It was then I realized the truth: this wasn't just about them. It was about me, my need for validation, and how I'd let my insecurities blind me to the growing rift between us. In the aftermath, as they packed their bags to leave, I was left alone with my thoughts, a silence more deafening than any argument. It was in that solitude I faced the internal conflict that had been simmering beneath the surface. The real betrayal was my refusal to see the signs, my desperate clinging to a relationship that was already on life support. Their elopement was just the catalyst for a change I had been too afraid to make. As they walked out the door, I realized that sometimes, letting go is the only way to truly find yourself. In the end, the shock of their betrayal was nothing compared to the revelation that it was time to finally prioritize my own happiness.